Hey there guys, welcome back to another Minecraft ASMR video here on Collins the Cats. Today we are in the Nether. So I've been telling you guys that it's Nether base, and I think it's time that I give you a tour. So yeah, we're gonna start at the very bottom. It's kind of a vertical base, so start at the bottom, work our way to the top, and then I'll show you some other places in the Nether besides the main base. And we'll probably do some farming once we're done with the tour. So let's go ahead and get started. So down here is as low as I was able to build, and I hit the lava lake. So right now I can't take it any lower. But I do intend to take it lower after removing all of this lava, which is going to be a project. I'll show you real quick. It's a big lava lake. Like, really, really massive. But fun fact, where this cobblestone is out here, that's where my original nether portal was. So I've expanded quite a bit since then. I built a little ladder into the ceiling, and then I built all of this down from the ceiling. So it's been a project, and after building the initial structure, I've just been filling it with different farms and stuff to make the nether base more self-sufficient. But this particular level doesn't have anything in it yet. It's just the empty spaces. It's about as small as the rooms are. They get bigger as we go up. So let's go ahead and head to the next level. Above each main level is a sub-level. Above or below, depending on the idea being, if I need any redstone-y stuff above a room, I have space to do that. And I also have space to put in storage. Just for storing all the different stuff I can gather here or produce here. So next up, it's actually another blank level. I haven't built into this yet. Now this one, I think I'll be expanding my villager trading hall into once I'm done setting up the part that's upstairs. But you can kind of see the layout. There's a balcony, essentially, and then this is the underside of the next balcony. And so each one goes out a little bit further. And these rooms get a little bit bigger. So that's 5 by 5 instead of the 4 by 4 like we had downstairs. Alright, so let's pop out. I don't remember. Okay, yeah. So I do have a little bit here on the sub-level. This is actually the area that catches the drops from the piglin farm, which is right above. If you look, we have hopper mine carts going into these glowstone blocks. On top of each glowstone block is a piglin. And they've all been name tagged so that they don't despawn. And we've got some good drops from them. This was just a preliminary test with like a stack of gold ingots. And we got some pretty good stuff. This is probably my favorite thing. It allows you to get water in the nether. You take 3 of these and put them in a cauldron. And then you can scoop it up with a bucket. So you can get buckets of water in the nether. It's wild. And we also got a little iron. The gravel is obviously huge, because this is the only way to get it infinitely. Same with the soul sand. This is a way to get blackstone. I don't know if it's the only way. Crying obsidian, obviously. And the nether bricks are also huge. Just gives us more building material options for use in the nether. And over here is the underside of my villager trading hall, specifically the area for the masons. These two have been successful in having the trades that I was looking for. So I was able to take their cactuses out and leave them more permanently. These two spots need to be filled. And if I don't like the trades, I'll go up here, take out the glowstone, and they'll fall on the cactus. And when that's over, we'll put the glowstone back and get another villager in there. So, and try again. So this is the big thing that I'm working on, and I'll show you that here in a second. This section will be more masons, and then this section is 2 butchers and 2 farmers. That helps me get all of these emeralds that I'm using to work on the mason trades right now. So let me show you that real quick. We'll go through the piglin room real quick. I apologize if it's a little loud. For some reason, they all have their backs turned toward me. I couldn't tell you why. I think they're just mad that they're trapped. But once I start feeding them gold, they won't care. Like I said, here are my masons. So these 2 trades are their first trades, those are guaranteed. And these 2 trades are also their first 2 trades, also guaranteed. So this is the apprentice level. This is the journeyman level. Or no, this is novice, apprentice, and these 2 are journeymen. They're out of 4. You can get... That's not true either. But a 7, I think. So you can get polished granite, polished diorite, polished andesite, dripped stone blocks, and then you can sell them regular diorite, granite, or andesite for emeralds. So obviously I want all the polished varieties and the drip stone block. But I'm not too worried about these trades, because I'm going to have 8 masons. So I figure I'll end up with more trades than I actually want somewhere across those 8 masons. Either gets them accepted or rejected. For me, are these next 2 trades at the expert level. So this is light gray terracotta and pink terracotta. I can cook these to make the glazed varieties. I don't need a mason to trade those to me. So, I'm specifically looking for the masons that have a double regular terracotta trade. And this guy had one, and so did this guy. Orange and red. Excellent theme colors for the nether. And then the master level gives you quartz pillars and quartz blocks. You can see I've made use of some of those here. So what I've been doing is breeding them, and I'll show you the breeder in a little bit. And dropping them into these holes and kind of locking them in with the trapdoor. It's actually pretty easy. So, that looks, like I said, over here, we're going to have more masons. The goal is to have all 16 terracotta colors by between the 8 basins. So, gonna be a lot of sorting through and rejecting until you get exactly the right mix. But we'll get there. And then over here, as I said, we have our butchers and our farmers. These guys are important, especially this guy, for the raw chicken trade. I have lots of raw chicken, so I can do this all the time. This I didn't care about as much, but it's nice to have the trade. Coal is also a useful trade, because we have a wither skeleton skull farm, which actually produces coal as a byproduct. So we can trade that for emeralds, but I don't do it a ton. This is worthless to me because I get it infinitely. And then these two are also valuable. This one not so much, because, kelp doesn't really grow in the nether. And I don't have sweet berries yet, but when I do, this will be useful. And then this guy has the other two trades, pork chop and rabbit, plus all the other ones at the other guys. And then here we have potato and carrot for emeralds, and pumpkin for emeralds, plus melon for emeralds, and then I can buy golden carrots and glistering melons, so I don't have to waste my gold making these. I can just buy them from the villagers and use the gold that I get to feed the trading or bartering system. And then this guy does wheat and beetroot, and then he'll sell me apples, which is cool. I can't get them, but it's easier to just buy them. And then he buys watermelons as well, and then sells these, of course. So that's kind of this level. On the outside of the piglet area, you'll see these cages. He's actually feeding the gold ingots from up here into the automatic dispensing systems for each thing. And I think they look kind of cool because it's like a pipeline coming out of the side of the thing. Gives it a cool industrial look. And then it'll dispense on the other side of that trapdoor, but you can still grab it. And that way it doesn't get sucked into the hopper. And then each time he dispenses some, he finishes a trade, he'll drop it in the hopper. And to compare it, check out a signal, and when the hopper's empty, it stops, and that has it dispense another gold. So it's a really cool automatic system. I wish I could take credit for it, but I can't. It's, I think was Reyes Works is the tutorial I followed for that. But yeah, it works really well. Alright, so next up, we have another sub-level, which you'll be able to see here. I do have a villager that I need to put into the system here. And I just kind of funnel him through here. So he'll kind of walk down, and I'll block this off with more wool as I go. Until he goes in here, and I might be dead wrong. Oh no, that's right, observers. I push into here. Make the pistons go down, so that's that. And then we have the collection area for our chicken farms, which have comparator systems powering their dispensers. And here we collect chickens and feathers. And then over here we're collecting raw chicken. switch this to like egg collection mode, and I'll show you that upstairs. So over here, this is for the trees, that's for the tall tree, that's for the gold farms. This is the only room on this level. We've collected a crap ton of eggs, a crap ton of feathers, and a crap ton of raw chicken. We're working on the cooked chicken. One whole chest, not a ton on here. So there's 3 different modes to this. Right now, this one's set to suffocation mode, so it dispenses the chickens down here. And when they grow up, so they can live in this little half-block space until they grow up. When this is down, their head goes into the block, they suffocate, and they produce raw chicken and feathers. If I leave this up, they'll grow up and then they'll just lay eggs, and I'll collect a crap ton of eggs. And if I want cooked chicken, with this up, I can hit this button, and it dispenses lava. So they'll grow up into the lava, and it'll cook them. But right now we use the raw chicken for the villager trades. So that's what those two are set in. I don't have fence gates here because the lava, I was using lava here, kept setting them on fire. It was like way over here. It somehow set these on fire. Don't ask. I have no idea. So next up we have... Okay, big farm's gonna be here. And this is our seed chickens. So up in each of these, there's about 10 chickens. Their job is literally just to lay eggs to put into the system. And they do a great job. Alright, so here we are. We have rabbits. This room is laid crowded. Carrots and rabbit hides. There's just white in the corner. That is rabbit feet. This has the different color rabbits. Raw rabbit and dandelions. Yeah, if you didn't know, you can breed the rabbits with dandelions. Really cool trick. And then here we have our eggs. I went with this style of farm. This for a while. I had the fence gate just up at this level. There was a glitch where every time you unloaded a chunk and reloaded it, the animals would glitch through the fences. It's since been fixed, so I do need to raise this back up. And I will. But yeah, for now, they're just down here. And we just collect the work from them. That's really all you get from them. I've got some carrots to breed them with. Although I think there's something else they breed with too. I don't remember what though. I'll have to look into it. Or apples. Don't hold me to that because I'm not positive. Next up is our sheep farm. So I have places to get all the different types of wool and obviously mutton. I just like killing them instead of sharing them. And this minecart goes around and collects all the wool and drops it in here. I am planning to revamp this system, so this will not be here much longer. And this is the upstairs access into the rabbit pens. So there's like a ladder you can climb down in. But it's hard to get to because of this, which we will be raising. This is the mushroom farm. So yeah, like the pigs, we'll be raising the cows back up now that the fence thing is fixed. Let me tell you guys, it was a project getting my hands on mushrooms. The closest island was like 5,000 blocks away. By land and by sea. And getting there was only like a third of the battle. Coming back with mushrooms on leads in a boat. Rough stuff. But we did it, and this is the result. Mushrooms galore. So obviously I can get mushroom stew from that. And leather is over here, I believe. And then this is where I keep the wheat to breathe them with. Pretty simple. And here's the upstairs for the sheep farm. I just have them in these little pens. And I have shears in the corners. Like I said though, this is going to get an overhaul. There are designs for completely automated systems for shearing sheep now. So I'll be replacing this system with some of those. Because it'll just make this whole thing a lot easier. And then when I get shepherd villagers, I can sell the wool to them. Like all the time. Next up we have just a quick maintenance area, nothing much to it. Some blades for the sheep farm, and this is part of the drop shaft for the gold farm, which, like I said, I'm tearing down, so not that interesting right now. And up here, this is the bottom of our iron farm, and it's been busy, obviously, cranking out golems. We've saved up quite a bit of iron already, and we're crafting it into iron blocks when we can. And I collect tons of hobbies from this, so having someone that buys red dye is also going to be very, very fun. And we'll get that set up eventually. And over here is our kennel. It's just a ton of dogs and food for them, so for good flesh. And then we have the 3 types of cats that were available when I made this. And some raw cod for them. Interesting enough, if you get fishermen villagers, you can buy buckets of raw cod. So you can actually get raw cod in the net. Just dumping the bucket on the floor and waiting for the fish to suffocate. And then, just walking over it, picking it up as an item. It's expensive, but you can produce raw cod infinitely in the nether. It's wild, guys. Absolutely wild. Right, next level up. So this is my primary maintenance level. And you can see we started tearing down the drop shaft for the gold farm. It was, the mechanics and stuff was up here and at this level. So we've torn it out a bit. To replace it with something cool, we do have chests all the way around this top level. It's a golem making iron for me, so we'll just walk away from that. But this is how I want all of the levels to be eventually. We do have some of netherrack just from taking up the space to make this structure in the ceiling. Like tons and tons and tons. It goes all the way down to here. And this chest as well. And then this is just like general crap. More general crap. Some netherrack and some more general crap. This, interestingly, is all stuff I've gotten from trading with the masons. To see if they have the traits that I want, and most of them do not. And there's more downstairs. But I'm going to eventually try to replace all the cobblestone with brick blocks and all the other blocks with the granite and some other stuff, so I'm trying to source all the materials that I use in the Nether from the Nether directly. Which I know is a little crazy, but I think it's a really cool concept. But yeah, you can see it just go all the way around, so plenty of storage yet. And as I run out up here, I can go down to the next sub-level, put in chests, and the next sub-level, put in chests. I like to eventually have automatic storage systems in this whole structure. I don't know how realistic that is, but I think I can do it if I run item elevators and outlets through these spots here on the corners. I guess run up and down, top to bottom of the structure. And we could easily replace them with like a dropper line or whatever we need. So, apologize for the noise and portals, there's a couple of them up here. Okay, so this is the workings of the iron farm. Villages are in here, and in here, and in two other pods on the other side. And then this is the system that pushes them into the lava, which is right in the center. There's pressure plates on top of these blocks. And when you step on them, it turns these torches off, which turns these torches on, which powers this piston. There's a line of redstone on top of these that also power this piston. So no matter which pressure plate they step on, it powers this piston. And that pushes forward a thing of slime blocks. It kind of bounces them towards the center, since we can't use the typical water pushing system. So this is where the gold farm was. I had it set up to do gas tiers, and never really produced any. Like one or two, I think. But I'm going to be turning it into something else. I've identified this structure right here as being ideal for a wither cage. And I can put a chicken up here to lock the focus of the main head and push eggs up into these spots with dispensers to get the secondary heads to kill them and give me wither roses. And that's the plan right now. I might upgrade it to like pigmen at some point instead of chickens. But for right now, chickens is accessible, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, this is going to be great. This structure is actually has the same unique properties as the end, like little ender pearl gates to the end in it. So it has this little bedrock block right here, and then it has a solid plus sign here, 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 and back that way, which is underneath this block, but that's totally fine. And then a solid block of bedrock right above the wither's head. So if I replace this block, well, actually underneath this block, I'll put a fence, a cobblestone fence post, build the wither here, so it'll stand on the fence, and then instead of having its head here, it'll get pushed up half a block, which is what allows it to kind of like turret in this area. And even if it tries to fly up, it's stuck under this, and it can't break it no matter what. And it has bedrock in every direction, so it can't break those, so it's just stuck here. But it won't suffocate or accidentally like explode itself, because there's air where its head is. So you can then use it to make wither roses, which is what I intend to do with it. Or some people use it for like obsidian farms or tree farms or all kinds of crazy stuff. But yes, for me, it's going to be the wither roses. I do have lots of crazy redstone-y stuff here that I've been collecting. I used it to make the gold farm, and now I'll use it to make the wither farm. Do something else with the space, because that's not going to take up all that much space in here, honestly. Not sure what I'll use the extra space for yet. We'll figure that out. And we'll just run around here to the last thing. And up here you can kind of see we've integrated this build up into the bedrock. To kind of make it look like it's anchored into the bedrock. And then eventually I'm going to clear out 144 blocks in every direction from this, like all the way up to bedrock. So it'll look really cool to have this structure sort of anchored into the bedrock like this and just hanging down. And yeah, so our last area to look at is the stable. We have donkeys, we have a place for mules, which I haven't made any yet. We have llamas, and we have horses. I use these to shoot through there and go down this way, which takes me all the way down to the Wither Skeleton Skull Farm, which we'll actually have to look at another day, it seems like. Because that tour is taking us about an hour. And I think that's about all my voice can handle, actually. So, thank you guys so much for watching. It has actually been really cool to show you guys around the nether portion of my base. This is an old carryover. I use stairs instead of just half slabs. I'm going to change that and just do half slabs for the whole thing. Just one of those like tidying up projects for later. But yeah, that's my nether base, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I thank you for watching. Hopefully you are very relaxed, and maybe even asleep. And yeah, I look forward to doing more of these, so have a good night, guys, and remember, you can call us the kids.